I could be, I don't know. I could do a lot of things.
I don't remember what else.
I mean, I could potentially turn I could make you not play your cards. I could make you just put your cards in your graveyard. I could kill you by turn 2. I could,
Yeah, my dad can do that on turn 1.
My name is Riel Phillips. I am the co-founder and co-president of the Tabletop Game Guild. We are located in the Park Place Mall, right on 3rd Avenue, downtown Sturgeon Bay, in Door County, Wisconsin. We've existed as a ragtag group of guys and people who've come out of the community to come together and have been playing in this space for coming on 5 years now. We felt it was time and a necessity as the mall fills up to finally solidify and plant our roots somewhere where we can really develop and hopefully flourish. Our highest demographics are in Magic the Gathering and Warhammer 40,000. We are also trying to bolster a Dungeons & Dragons community, and then we are also trying to bolster a chess and assorted board games community, and we are in partnerships with other businesses and organizations to try to achieve those goals.
I'm Nate, the second co-founder, I suppose, because obviously Riel is partner in that of the Door County Tabletop Guild. Started very humbly. I think it was just like 4 or 5 of us playing Warhammer and maybe another 6 playing Magic or something like that. And frankly, I didn't even know the Magic players existed until someone told me about it. And it was so ramshackle at the start. I think like the first pieces of Warhammer terrain we had were like Tupperware containers, which then evolved into Matchbox cars. It was very, very humble.
My name is Margaret Magley. My husband and I, David, own Other Worlds Books and More. My relationship with Riel started when I met a gentleman named Nate, and he was into Warhammer. He was talking to me about Warhammer, and a friend of mine also plays Warhammer. So I was kind of familiar with that, and I wanted to bring it into the store for something different, and I did a painting demo, and that I think was the first time that Nate and Riel met. And from there, from the 2 people, they just clicked, got it on, told me all the different things about Warhammer, and it's been catching on ever since. But it never was a reality, and I never thought that I would have the time to do anything like that because of the bookstore, because of work and everything. And it just kind of tickled my ideas. And when Nate and Riel brought it up, I thought, you know what? This is going to work.
I've learned there was more people that played Magic. That's literally it. Because otherwise it was just me and my buddies always playing at their house. And then we found out there was more people that played. Then we started coming here. That's literally about it.
Yeah, I think it's kind of funny. Like it was for a while. It was just it started out with a bunch of high schoolers.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, no, it all started at Sevastopol High School because we made a Magic Club there. I'm Michael Phillips. I play Magic the Gathering. I've been playing Magic the Gathering since 2015. Yeah, I started in Corset 2015, so I've been playing for 8 years. Oh, how do we get here? All right, so this all started in the lunchroom cafeteria of Sevastopol High School with my main man, Owen, because I learned how to play Magic. I'm like, Owen, you should learn how to play Magic. And then we learned how to play Magic, and then we're like, man, lunch sucks. We're gonna play Magic during lunch. So then I had a mono white flying life gain deck, which sucked, and he had another deck that sucked. I can't even remember what it was. And we would just play 1 or 2 games during lunch. And then we got yelled at by an aide. It's like, you can't do that. And then the principal's like, this is literally the least destructive thing these kids have ever done in their school history. Let them play cards. And then we started a Magic Club so we couldn't get yelled at. And then we wanted to keep playing during the summer. So we're like, hey, we can play at the library. And we got a library space. And then Dave and Margaret are like, hey, we sell Magic cards. We have the space. So then we started playing there.
There's not a lot of community things to do. Kids don't have many places to go, especially in the summer and in the winter because everything shuts down.
No real community, there's no real hangout spot. So if we can additionally provide a space for them to belong and fit in and meet with people, then that is a opportunity that I would like to facilitate. We want to play games, and we need a place to play these games, a place to come together to play them with other people. Because you can play them online and you can play virtually, but the tabletop experience is one that many wish to share, and that it is a growing desire in the modern age. It's something I wanted to see locally, and it's something that I just wanted to love playing. I just wanted more people to play games with.
Really nothing like this until you get to Green Bay practically. And even then when you get to Green Bay, it's really not much. You know, it's good to have this big area like this here, you know, especially in a county like Door County where word can get out, you know, with tourists, and they go back and they say, hey, there's this big group up there and you should go check it out. And we've seen that, you know, we've seen people come from Oshkosh, we've seen people come from Appleton, Green Bay, all over the place.
So to have a place to come and game and a safe place to come and game is really important. Gaming isn't just fun. It's teamwork, team building, getting along with people, communication skills. There's a lot of kids I know that don't have a lot of communication skills. We have some kids in here that are semi-autistic, and they've come in and found a place. They don't have a good family structure, so they come here and they find people that think the same way they do and have a place to be.
Our 4 pillars are, I feel like, the 4 main games and kind of genres that we need to focus on. Our logo is a shield shape, which has 4 symbols. It has a symbol for Warhammer 40,000, which also kind of simultaneously represents wargaming and that kind of large-scale battle across the table. We have a set of cards, which represents Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, the card games, the trading card games, the competitive card nature games. We also have a 20-sided dice on our logo, which is to represent role-playing games, more specifically Dungeons and Dragons, although Pathfinder and other modules that you want to play, we are more than happy to host. And then we also have a chess piece, which represents chess, which is one of the longest existing games in human consciousness, and it also represents other board games of assorted types.
Hi, my name is Tom Begelski. I'm co-owner of RLS Edge Incorporated. We are an education business in Sister Bay. Well, we're partnering with the Tabletop Gamers Guild. I am a gamer. I have been for many years. What I like to say is I have a friend that I have known since first grade. We used to play with little plastic army men back in the day, and then started playing Risk, and then Axis and Allies, Warhammer, Lord of the Rings, all with little soldiers. And I said to my friend Pat the other day, do you realize that you and I have been playing with little plastic army men for 58 years together? But the games are fun. They teach strategy. They teach you how to interact with other people, and provides entertainment in a social manner. Here in the Tabletop Gamers Guild, there are people to game. We want to offer the opportunity for kids to come and get an educational experience through gaming. We'll start with chess. That is pretty universally accepted game for the parents of kids in grade school and high school.
when they said that there was a chess group coming in, I was like, well, now I know we've made it, because now we've got chess here. like that's
We're a real group now.
that's a good litmus test, I would say. Where, you know, Warhammer and Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh and all that, that's one thing. You know, that's big communities. It's great hobbies. But now when you're talking chess groups coming in, now you're talking international. You know, you're talking something that's recognized everywhere.
My hope for the future of the Tabletop Game Guild is that we can continue to grow, maybe rent more spaces out in this building, that we can further the community, get an avid 20 average Warhammer players, an average 20 average Magic the Gathering players who show up every week, every other week.
I think it's just going to keep growing and get better. And I love listening when there's people up there to how they're getting around, the laughter, the, you know, kind of the arguing back and forth, because, you know, you get involved. And gamers tend to, you know, argue with each other, because I'm a gamer too. And so it's just nice to have that activity. And I hope it continues.
Located on historical 3rd Ave, right in downtown Sturgeon Bay. We are located in the Park Place Mall, right on 3rd Avenue, downtown Sturgeon Bay, in Door County, Wisconsin. We can be found on Instagram and Facebook under @Tabletop Game Guild on both platforms.
So we are on the web at otherworldssturgeonbay.com. We're also on Instagram at otherworlds18. And yeah, you can find us here at Park Place Mall.
All right, excellent.
7 days a week.